this presentation, I would like to tell you about the applications of RFID in food industry. So first, I would like to put a question that why is assuring the integrity in food supply chain important? The reasons can be: firstly, consumers' trust and confidence have been shaken by numerous food incidents, and the reaction of consumers on these events have shown that consumers are not only concerned about food safety and food quality, but they also strive for transparency, assurance, and authenticity on food integrity. Secondly, in recent decades, as we are experiencing globalization, the food supply chain is becoming long and complex. The long and complex food supply chain is increasingly vulnerable to incidents and thus can compromise with food integrity. Thirdly, due to reoccurrence of food incidents, this sector is governed by various laws and regulations, and the company are increasingly adopting food safety standards and assurance systems. The three important aspects of food integrity are food safety, food quality, and food defense. And the fundamental mechanism supporting the food integrity are food assurance system and standards like HACCP, ISO, traceability, and technology. And here I will address about one of the technology contributing to food integrity, that is RFID, which stands for radio frequency identification. Radio frequency identification technology is one of the automatic identification and data acquisition innovations since 1980s. The RFID system consists of RFID tags and RFID reader. RFID tags contain unique information that identifies whatever they are attached to. Tags has three components: transponder, which receives the radio waves coming from the reader and also sends the feedback back to the reader. Capacitor, as the passive tag don't have their own source of power supply, so they need to store the energy from radio waves, and using rectifier circuit, this energy is being stored across the capacitor. Now the stored energy is supplied to the controller as well as other memory elements of the tag. Tags could be either passive tags, semi-passive tags, or active tags. Passive tags, which don't have their own source of power supply and they rely on radio waves coming from reader for source of energy. Semi-passive tags used to have their own source of power supply, but for transmitting the feedback back to the RFID reader, they rely on the signal which is coming from reader, whereas active tags have their own source of power supply. RFID reader. This comes in various shapes and sizes. It could be a handheld reader or could be as large as size of a door, which is generally seen in shopping malls. This mainly consists of three components. The one is radio frequency signal generator, which generates radio waves which are transmitted using antenna. The second is receiver or the signal detector, which is used to receive the signal or feedback coming from the tag. And the third component is microcontroller, or most of the time it is directly connected to the computers. Now, how does RFID work? RFID is means of uniquely identifying the object through wireless radio waves. The identification is accomplished by an interrogator, also called a reader or master, and a tag, also called transponder or slave, that has unique identification codes. Data is exchanged between tags and reader using radio waves between the tag and the reader, and no line of sight is required for the transaction. The reader asks the tag for the code or processes the signal being broadcast by the tag, then decodes the transmission and transfer the data to computer. The computer in turn may simply record the reading or look up in the tag ID in the database to direct further actions if needed, and may also direct the reader to write additional information to the tag. Now, communication frequency. Operational frequency used in RFID may vary from low frequencies to ultra high frequencies. There are some factors which may affect the transmission, like the presence of metal or water creates noise to electromagnetic fields. As in a research, it was observed that low frequency assures major noise tolerance but involve a short transmission range. The second factor can be antenna size. A reader with antenna size of 20 into 20 cm at ultra high frequency of 866 MHz can read RFID passive tags at range of 1 to 2 meter. Now RFID in food industry. Food safety regulations coupled with the need to obtain accurate traceability make the pairing of RFID and food industry. The use of RFID in food refers to those industries which are involved in manufacturing, packaging, transportation, distribution, and storage. These industries operate with unique and customized set of food safety standards, thus requiring a series of key data pertaining to each manufactured product. And the involved key data are suggested consumption dates, proper food manufacturing, good food packaging, finished product characteristics, and environmental conditions. There is no doubt that emergence of RFID technology in this dynamic sector has streamlined and optimized the supply chain process from start to finish. So here I have mentioned some process where RFID brings value, and these are identification at the moment and place of product reception along with code, date and batches of supply, capturing data during manufacturing process, labeling according to regulations, complete transparency to overall process, and enhancing productivity, thus branding, avoiding the retention of obsolete or expired stores. Now coming to food supply chain. Radio frequency identification technologies improve the performance of perishable supply chains through the following uses: as a means to track the geographical position of the individual packages, pallets, shipping containers or trucks, which can be stationary or in movement during distribution; as a means to identify items through a unique electronic code; as a means to store real-time environmental data and transit this information in near real time, allowing corrective actions to be taken before the products are damaged. Now the traceability. Proper management of flow of food products require a high level of visibility and effective means of traceability. RFID improves the warehouse management by allowing one to drop off and pick up goods with no human interaction. It fulfills and tracks shipping orders, it improves receiving productivity, it accelerates recall management, as good traceability system will minimize the adverse effects on production and distribution of unsafe or poor quality products, and thus minimizing the potentials for excessive recalls and bad publicity. Now quality monitoring. A major challenge to food supply chain is to keep food safe and controlling its quality as it moves from farm to fork. So visibility, transparency as well as monitoring throughout can play a key role in dealing with quality and waste issues. RFID coupled with sensors help in quality management of food product. For example, humidity sensor will indicate whether the amount of water vapor present in the packet is appropriate or below or above the acceptable limit. Now the food labeling. Using RFID, larger data storage capacity can be availed, which can be used to store information such as temperature, relative humidity, nutritional as well as supplier information. RFID provides real-time information updated as the product moves through the supply chain, thus increasing the traceability and eliminating food spoilage. Now, dairy food tracking system based on RFID. As we all know that dairy production process is mainly composed of four parts. These are raw milk receiving, dairy processing, transportation, product sales or product sales after sales inquiry. During receiving, the RFID system will accurately record the important milking information such as milking dates, milking methods, dairy cattle breeds, storage method of raw materials, milkman details, transportation time. And the process in warehouse includes a transportation date, storage method, details of transportation company and person in charge and information of raw milk storage. During processing, data for each process is recorded. All these informations are gathered in the central processing unit of the company. Finally, consumers can use the electronic labels on the products to obtain the whole information of the product. In this way, production process is made transparent and information is open to all. Thus attract consumers and increase the sales volume of the product. Now chipless RFID. The presence of integrated circuit in all chip-based RFID tags guarantees high accuracy in reading process but may increase the complexity and cost of the tag and makes it less robust and not easy to be integrated with package. So in chipless RFID there is absence of integrated circuit, making it low cost, simple structure, longer storage life, robustness and low radiated power. The fundamental elements of the chipless RFID sensors are the smart materials. These are mainly comprised of dielectric substrate and conductive pattern placed or printed on the substrate. Chipless RFID sensors have got applications in sensing various physical parameters such as applied pressure, crack detection, local temperature, gas concentration, humidity as well as bacterial concentration. In this slide, I have mentioned some researches conducted using RFID in different food commodity. Like Laniel and others in the year 2011 studied the optimal positioning of RFID antenna to get RFID readability inside a sea container with frozen foods. As I have mentioned that the presence of water as well as metal hindered the communication. So 100% readability with 433 MHz antenna was obtained, whereas only 68% readability with 915 MHz antenna was obtained. These are some more researches. Now currently in India, RFID technique is being utilized by several dairy industries including Amul from Gujarat state, Chitale and Govardhan Dairy from Pune. These are some advantages and limitations of RFID, like high read rates for all types of settings which ensures low read errors since tags are resistant to soiling. RFID do not require any line of sight for transaction, so it is contactless, and being contactless, robustness, compactness offers low operational cost. Daily generation of data for every measurement point, as I have discussed in the slide showing dairy food tracking based on RFID. Simultaneous detection of multiple tags, customized to have additional information, and information is interchangeable. And some limitations are the tag always rely on reader for data collection. RFID is expensive when compared to barcodes. A tag cannot itself initiate communication, and sometimes it may also cause collision. Now I would like to conclude my slides. Like RFID is reaching a level of maturity, that means the previous barriers to entry for the food industry are starting to disappear. As the price has fallen significantly, more advanced tags can be availed easily. Size of tags has been reduced. Durable tags are also available. The food industry is a new frontier for RFID, and time will tell how well it does in the market. But make no mistake, in the coming years, will see it attempted, and the success of the technology in the industry will be decided one way or another. Thank you. Thank you for listening.